Well, I'm getting some crazy, crazy comments, crazy responses, but I guess I'm putting out some crazy videos that are not always liked and sometimes loved. But one thing I'm learning lately about people, and I've been around people, lots of people, but since about 5 years ago when I started kind of secluding myself like a lot of people, staying away from a lot of people and minimizing my contact with, large groups of people. And I started learning. I always say this. I say it in a lot of videos because people will say, "Oh yeah, everybody changed. People changed," and I always respond with, "No, I don't think people changed. I just think that the curtain got flung open and we got to see who people really were." But strength, in human, they say the other day, is going to be illegal soon. Rugged individuality. Well, good luck on that one. So. But, they'll keep trying stuff like that one. But the bottom line here, keeping centered and strong, and I'm seeing in the comments, and just in public and overall in the last few years, a lot of people just maybe getting a little weaker. Not everybody. Some people are getting stronger. So we're having this tilt. And, I think the people that really are centered and know inside, okay, this is all garbage outside. All I'm getting fed here from the news and all that. It's just garbage. And so that you can turn all that garbage into strength and turn it around. And collectively is what it takes, And yeah, it's pie in the sky right now, but it's a miracle that's not impossible. And I know that. I've seen a lot of miracles. And so I believe in them because they happen every minute. Anyway, strength, and I think a lot of young men that I see a lot of them out there. I'm traveling, I'm out, and I talk to them, and I see and I feel that there's a little bit of wearing down. Women too, but young men is who I'm seeing a lot of, out on the bike and stuff, and older men too. And a lot of wearing down on everyone. So I get out on the bicycle, I try to recharge myself, get my energy going, turning the wheel, and that makes sense in every aspect of life, turning the wheel. Then things start to happen, good stuff starts to happen, and I mean good. And people will look at me and go, there's nothing good right now in the world, and just completely down, and it's the end. And that didn't come from inside of them. It came from the outside, and they just not listening to in here. You came here alone. Everybody, you were taught everything you know. You were never really able to listen to yourself. When I get out on the bike, or if I'm hiking, or if I'm in a car, or whatever, alone, I have that time to reflect on all of this and not listen to the news. How much time have I wasted? I think look at all the videos I've made. I know they're not all productive, right? But look at all the time I spent trying to, give some energy. And yeah, some of my videos are just stories and wild and wacky, but I'm out there trying to spin the wheel, turn the wheel. Sometimes it isn't good. Sometimes it's great. So, but I'm doing something. That's the alchemy. And that's the way you mix it up. That's cause and effect. And if you do something good, you'll get it back. If you do something bad and you're always saying something bad to people and putting out that bad energy, that's what you're asking for. And this isn't from a book. This isn't from The Secret. And this isn't from anything that I've ever heard from another person. I've had signposts. People say, oh yeah, well yeah. Signpost. Like me, I'm just a signpost. Maybe it's the wrong direction for you. Don't go my way, just maybe take what I say and absorb it and throw it away or keep it. Before I forget, one of my tricks, it's not a trick, it's just a gauge. When I'm out and I'm meeting people and I meet somebody and I spend some time with them, I'm talking, my hair is usually up in a hat when I'm on trips or a lot of times. And I just look like a short-haired guy, normal. And people treat me a certain way, and this isn't everyone, but I would say about 85% of people. I've even done a job where I worked a couple days before I showed my hair. And I'll talk to them, and then I'll just take my hat off, and they see my hair, and they're like, whoa, oh, or they don't say anything, And right there at that moment, not a minute later, I can tell if it affected that person and how they're going to treat me, and how just hair on my head, makes them judge me a certain way. So it's great for me. I've been doing that since I was a kid. It's a way, I mean, I hate to say it, but I do this in some places, and people treat me great, and then I take it out, and then they treat me like crap. So, for me, that's how I gauge a real human, and I mean a human with a heart and soul, and somebody who has some understanding and compassion. Please like and subscribe, and come along on the journey with me. This is not an ending journey. I'm a man. I'm alone most of the time. I love it. It's where I thrive. It's where I get creative. I can't be creative when everything is coming from the outside. And you can't either. It's impossible. This is why writers leave. This is why people who need that time to concentrate on projects, they leave. Sometimes they leave forever. The project and you first, then you can give out some good energy to others, whether it's your family and children and your loved ones, but even beyond that. That's where it's at, beyond all that. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon in the next one. I'm sure I'll think of something.